my biggest thing is that we have to get to a place, all of us, get to a place of realization, get to a place where we are willing to see beyond the glitz, the glamour, seeing beyond the happiness, the wonderful day, the best day of your life on the wedding day or the honeymoon night or the honeymoon weekend, whatever long that it may last. We have to be able to see past that, because if we're not, we're going to get blindsided by the reality of the world and our life and how we have to conduct ourselves after those days has passed. You know, we praying to the Lord about our future spouse isn't asking him to customize a Build-A-Bear. We're not asking God to customize or build a husband or build a wife for us. We have to take whoever that person is that's suitable. It's suitability. It's not customizing. It's not customization. It's suitability. It's a difference that we have to learn and we have to get a grip on. You know what I'm saying? But we have to get to a place where we go to God for real and be honest for real and have real expectations, even within ourselves. Because believe it or not, you can love them with all your heart. They may love you with all your heart. And something can still happen to where it can cause a rift, even if it's intentional or unintentional. Something that can cause some drama. As much as we have so many people in the world that's always saying, I'm not about drama, I don't care about drama. Drama don't care that you don't care about it. Long suffering is promised. I'm sorry. At some point and sometime, something's going to happen to cause a rift in the ship, in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? That is what matters. How you able to weather the storms in the relationship. That's where suitability comes in. Are you able to be with someone that you really believe that you're willing to make a conscious decision to say, I can live with this person. I'm willing to live with this person long term because of how well they handle and conduct themselves in the storm, on the ship, on the relationship. When things get tedious. You know what I'm saying? But again, we have to prepare ourselves in prayer. We have to prepare ourselves in prayer prior to them coming. You don't want to do all this after they've came. You know what I'm saying? Now you're just playing a game of catch up. Now you want to rush things, and then that's how you end up skipping steps when you rush things. So before they come, this is the prime opportunity, the prime time, the prime moment, the opportune moment to be like, Lord, okay, cool. You already know what my desires of my heart is. You already know that. But Lord, let's come to you this way. I still have an issue with my own attitude. So I can't expect them not to have one. You know what I'm saying? So Father, help me with my level of discipleship now. And Father, help them wherever they are in their own weaknesses. So when we come together, it alleviates as much baggage as possible. It's all about alleviating as much baggage as possible. Don't come with all this extra excessiveness. That's unhealthy for you, let alone them. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? We have to get to a place, a healthy place, in our prayer life when it comes to our future spouse. Lord, let's take it here. Father, I pray that whoever is for me, God, that you've already convicted their heart. You already have them, put them in positions of conditioning with their finances as well as myself, with their temperance as well as myself, with their level of patience as well as myself, with their attitude as well as Does that make sense? Like, we have to get to a place where we really be honest in totality of our future spouse, because whoever you're going to marry is going to represent you too. You know what I'm saying? They're going to represent you too. So it has to make sense to be with someone that you desire to be with long term, someone that you're willing to be with because you both have prepared. Does that make sense? You both have prepared. You've prepared in your petitioning. You've prepared in your prayer life. You've prepared with positioning yourself, and you've also prepared in your heart's posture. You have to prepare. You can't just pray, but you have to prepare. And again, you have to prepare by, in that said prayer life, for that person that's coming. Lord, prepare me for what I may not think is so savory. They're human just like I am. They're going to make mistakes just like I am. God, help me with their level of impulse. Father, if they get upset, Help me understand their love language, or just their languages, or their cadences, or what they say without saying anything verbally or audibly. Lord, help me to have a greater level of sensitivity to pick up spiritually on what they're feeling and what they're honestly feeling. Even if they say nothing is going on, I'm totally fine. Father, give me the self-awareness. Give me the ability to discern what's really going on in the heart of that individual, because they are mine, because I am theirs, because we are one, because it makes sense, because now their problems are my problems and my problems are theirs. Father, let's take it deeper. Father, I'm asking you, Lord, to prepare me even. Prepare me, Lord, for the generational blessings and the curses that come with them. See, we don't go that far. We see a beautiful, handsome man, beautiful, handsome woman, well, beautiful woman. All we looking at is the packaging. We just see the packaging, but we don't know their level of purpose in life. We don't know their callings and what God has called them to do. You may see the position that they're in, but you don't know how heavy their calling is. And that will determine how many attacks that they may have to go through. And you being married to them, interceding for them in their life, if once y'all get together, get married, or whatever the case may be, once y'all congeal, you may have to take some arrows too. Not even because you are attached to them. Simply because you are attached, you may take arrows. So we have to really get to a place where it's not just, Lord, thank you for letting us hold hands. I said yes. He asked me. I said yes. And this is the best day of my life. No, your life just getting started, and it's about to turn upside down. Your life's about to turn upside down, sweetheart. You have to be ready. You have to prepare. Sir, you have to prepare. You have to prepare. Ma'am, I couldn't stress this enough. Bro, I couldn't stress this enough. Sister, please get a grip on this. Please take heed. It does go that deep. I know some people's like, it's not that heavy. Lord got everything under control. He does. What you cannot control, he has. But what you're able to control, your prayer life, your consistency, your discipleship, he's awarded you that responsibility. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I pray so. I hope so. I will most likely expound on a part 2 with this. I can see it already. But I'm going to wait on you. Please feel free to like, share, comment. Please comment. Let's have conversations about these things. Let's open our eyes. Let's have a different level of revelation on these practical conversations. We just don't have these conversations up front enough. We don't dig deep enough. You know what I'm saying? Let's willing to talk about these things. We have to expound on these topics of conversation. Who else is going to talk about it if we don't? You know what I'm saying? So let's do that. Are you with me? Are you down to ride? I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I hope so. I'm all about it. I'm ready for it. I pray that you are too. So again, this is just another episode with your host, JayKelz, on the JayKelzPodcast. It's just a little optimism in your system. That's all I'm giving you. A little wisdom here. Little tidbits, you know. Let's get comfortable. Let's get acquainted. I say that all the time, but I really mean that. You know. Let's talk. I think this was a good one. I don't know if you're doing that, but I think this was a good one. We're going to keep this going, though, family. Listen, I love you. I love each and every one of y'all. We're going to continue to let this thing ride on out. We're going to keep growing and keep going. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. So let's do that. Okay? Cool. Peace.